refresh and chat. Anyone is just hanging out. Not sure why I decided to crash. Oh, let's see if it'll actually show up. There it goes. Okay, well, that was weird, but at least it's working now. So, with that out of the way, let's begin. Midnight. Oh. July 3rd, 1935. Aboard the SS Hook, bound for New York. Valency's depart for America. Mr. and Mr. Valency will sail into Brooklyn aboard the SS Hook. Former starlet Veronica Valency set sail today for New York, accompanied by husband Malcolm. The pair, once dubbed a charmed couple, are now rumored to be in dire financial straits after a string of poor investments. Here's to more luck in America, lovebirds. She does not look very happy.
We stood together at the rail, Malcolm and I told him I could see dolphins playing in the wake of the boat. He leant over to see them.
Just a little further, dear.
So I grabbed him by the belt.
Now!
And I threw him overboard.
Oh. My God. Malcolm, darling, I had the strangest dream. Malcolm? Oh, he's gone. Really gone. Marvelous. Damn. Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Valency. But is everything alright? What should I say? Really quick. Let me do one thing. And then, turn down just a little bit. Turn this down some more. Okay. Come in. Thank you, ma'am. Captain says we put into Liberty Island at 4 p.m. Your husband is up already, is he? Of course. Last chance for some fresh sea air. Very wise, I'm sure. Breakfast is still being served, ma'am, but only until 9 o'clock. Damn it, Veronica, you overslept. One more thing. Yes, ma'am? Caution. What does "cosh" mean? Let's find out. Oh! No! A heavy iron dolphin-shaped paperweight. Eek! The steward falls like an old man down a West End theater fire escape. Oh shit. The dolphin is dripping blood on the carpet. Oh my god! I didn't think it'd kill him! Jesus. The steward is lying face down, his mouth buried in the carpet. What have you got? 20 pounds? But he must have dropped his passkey when he fell. There's a lot of space under the bed. And there's something else under there, too. A key. I lie down almost on top of the steward and reach under the bed. and just about get my fingers on the key. It's the steward's pass key. It must have gone under there when he fell. The dolphin's nose has little flecks of hair stuck to it. I lift the dolphin with both hands. So much blood on this thing. The room is filling with a thick, heavy smell. The porthole is open. Drop the dolphin out the window. Hurry over to the porthole and drop the dolphin out. It's gone from sight in an instant. I'm going to wonder where that's gone. The minute they find him, they'll know. Damn it. Okay, this isn't going very well. I stagger into the bathroom. I wash my hands and wash, but the blood won't come off. And I wash the passkey. There's no blood on it, but I wash it anyways. Stumble back out into the bedroom. The body is still there. It hasn't walked off. It's a fair amount of space under the bed. Push the body under the bed. I don't know! I didn't mean to kill this guy! The steward crawls a little further under the bed. But his head's too big, it won't go. Leave him alone. So sorry. I have to get out of here. The steward is still sprawled out across the floor. Can't just leave him like that. Body is half under the bed. It's like a nightmare. Kick him under the bed. Put my back against the wall and shove hard with both feet. Almost there. Just one foot sticking out. I lie down on the bed and feed his knees frog-like into the space. There. Gone. Alright, calm down. Nothing but endless sea. No sign of America yet. Unless it's on the other side of the boat. Is that how boats work? Can we make the bed? There's a dead steward under there. Let's not sleep on the bed. Let's get out of here. I'm shaking as I step out into the hallway. Where should Veronica go next? Oh, I can just go overboard. Forward cabins. Forward cabins belong to Lady H and Mr. Carstairs. Quite a view from the bridge. They ring this bell when someone goes overboard. Maybe I can ask for guidance from a higher power. It's dark when I pushed him. Did I leave a trace? The aft cabins belong to Subadar Major Singh and Clarissa Turpentine. Miss breakfast now. And a quiet room where the men play cards. Let's go check out the deck. Be there at 9:23. Less than 7 hours from Liberty Island. I make my way to the upper deck. Let's see the rail. I lean out over the rail and stare down into the water below. New York is in sight. I wonder if they'll realize he's gone before we land. From somewhere below me, I hear the sound of a girl sobbing. Just below the rail is an open porthole. It must be Clarissa's cabin? Clarissa's cabin is directly beneath the upper rail. Nothing on the deck. No evidence that anything happened. As I leave the rail, I look up. to see Commander Anders at the wheel looking back at me. Can I? That's not what I wanted. Oh, I was wondering if you could look at your clues? Okay, that just takes a screenshot. Let's see what... Is this where it said Clarissa? Clarissa was crying. Does he know something? Aft cabins belong to the Major and to Miss Clarissa Turpentine. There's sobbing coming from a nearby cabin. Let's listen in first. I put my ear to the keyhole. Sobbing, sobbing, more sobbing, ripping something up. More sobbing. She's in there, all right then. Clarissa, you're in there? Go away! Clarissa, let me in. You witch! I never want to see you again. I know what you did to him. I know. Clarissa, that's enough. Stop this unsightly performance right now. You're heartless. Absolutely heartless. No wonder he did what he did. What did Malk do, Clarissa? Please tell me. Oh, I accidentally skipped ahead. Go away. Did he hurt you? What? No. It was you. You hurt him. Go away. Please, you're driving me crazy. She collapses into a flood of tears again, enough to spoil her bed sheets. Maybe she didn't see anything after all? Let's go away for now. It is the Major. Hello? Locked. The Major's too careful to leave his door open. We do have a passkey. The Major's room is so tidy that for a moment I wonder if I've opened up an unoccupied cabin by mistake. On the nightstand is a small book wrapped in cloth. Open it. Cloth bindings are delicate and carefully wrapped. The book itself is written in character I can't read. This isn't for me. Oh god, the singing scared me. Desk. Major has a few travel papers, but they're of no interest to me. The desk itself has one drawer. Must have something hidden here, Major. A hip flask? Something? In the desk drawer is a little notebook tied up with a length of string. A diary, perhaps? I untie the string and open it to the first page. Observations. Property of Subadar Major S. Singh something. The writing is minuscule. I must write this with a magnifying glass. Some kind of list. Let's see. Rufus Arma, Miss. Who? Italian, untidy beard, persistent gambler, constantly eating sausages, drunk. What is this? Is this some kind of character assassination book? Look up someone else. Pages are indexed. This is from A to Z. Let's look up South's up. What do you make of me, then? Polished, brittle, accomplished liar, married a rich man despite her mother. Oh, what a foul little man. read that. Let's tie it back up. I was looking for turpentine, but let's leave it for now. I put the book back in the drawer. The Major's few belongings seem to be piled in a green kit bag at the bottom of the cupboard. He hasn't even hung his jacket. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I stepped gratefully back out into the corridor and closed the door behind me. Let's go, To reach the bridge, you climb a metal ladder from the upper deck. It's a terrible idea. The bridge is manned by some off-duty watch officer I don't recognize. On a hook inside the bridge is a key with a bright red fob. Oh my god. The officer stops to speak to me through a grill. Or stoops. Please, ma'am, I really can't let you in. Where's the commander? Commander inspects the engines between 11 and 1200, ma'am. Do you like being a sailor? Ma'am? Do you enjoy it? I don't know, ma'am. It's my job. I just do it. Do you know the way to America? Yes, ma'am. Officer nods and leans away. See the rail clearly. Can see Carstairs, hands in his pockets, strolling the deck. Watch the seagulls. Birds dive and scream overhead. They followed the boat, living off our scraps, all the way from Liverpool. Somewhere, hundreds of miles away across the water, is Britain. Miserable little Britain with its hunger marches, its children with tuberculosis, its grown men begging to be turned into dogs of the state. I had crawled up and out of it. No, I would never go back. I shake myself away from the endless view. Make my way back down the ladder. One in the chapel. Less than 4 hours from Liberty Island. The small chapel is tucked into the very bottom of the boat. I fall to my knees and bow my head. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom, something something heaven. That's what you've got? This is schoolgirl stuff. What do you want? I need some advice. You need my advice? You need a lot more than that, young lady. But go on, spit it out. Hold on, give me a Sorry about that. It was spam. Carstairs on my side. Carstairs isn't quite the chipper old salt he pretends to be, you know. Someone knows his secret. Someone who always keeps one ear open. Anything else? Since you're here for once. Which god are you? stop and think about that question for a moment. Go take a hike. I'm tired of you. The alms bowl by the door is intended for donations. The money goes to an orphanage for children of lost sailors. Must be at least 200 in it. Let's leave it alone. I leave it well alone. I hurry out of the chapel. We may be a murderer, but we won't steal from the children. The forward cabins are occupied by Carstairs on one side and Lady H on the other. What's this now? Can definitely hear someone moving around inside the cabin. Hello? No answer. The key turns, of course, but it seems the bolt inside is drawn. There must be someone inside. Nothing, but I thought I heard a woman's voice. Lady Honoria Armstrong has a cabin more or less to herself on a separate corridor of the ship, presumably so no one sees her rolling drunk back to her room. Lady H? She's asleep. Use the pass key. Inside of Lady Armstrong's cabin is tastefully arranged. She has her little medicines, a stack of books, a glass to put her teeth in. Lady H is asleep on the bed. She is, okay, I think she's passed out drunk. The drawers contain a few personal things. I thought she was dead. Lady H seems to be in the middle of reading 3 different books. The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. It's by Agatha Christie. I open a page at random. Fortunately, words, ingeniously used, will serve to mask the ugliness of naked facts. Carefully replace the book on the nightstand. The middle book is The Nine Tailors by Dorothy L. Sayers. 9 tailors make a man. An old photograph slides out onto the floor. What's this? It's a hidden photo in the book. Lieutenant Anders. A bit of history, then. But I wonder why Lady Armstrong has it. He's not her son, is he? Taking it. Slip the picture into my pocket and put the book back on the stand. Top book is The Moonstone by Wilkie Collins. All my experience along the dirtiest ways of this dirty little world, I've never met with such a thing as a trifle yet. Lady Armstrong is sleeping lightly. Orc. Shoo! She's missed her pillow completely. Pick up her pillow. It's a nice, plump pillow. The slipcase is decorated with embroidered dolphins. Oh my god, no! Put the pillow down. Whatever you were thinking, Veronica. Well, let's just put that back nicely. We wake her up. She murmurs something, then falls asleep once more. Step quietly away from her. Lady Armstrong yells out suddenly, then goes back to sleep again. Step back into the corridor and close the door quietly behind me. 25 minutes idle by. Oh, well. Is there someone hiding in Carstairs' cabin? We haven't been to the smoking room or the restaurant. Smoking room is a stuffy place tucked into the back of the boat. Seated in a heavy chair is a man with an enormous walrus mustache. Carstairs is here too, quietly smoking. Good day to you, Mrs. Villancy. He salutes. Been stuck aboard this tug for a week, but I don't believe we've had the pleasure. The name's Subadar Major Sarbit Singh of the 14th Sikhs. Retired, obviously. At your service. Veronica Villancy. Oh, I know who you are. Chaps talk about their wives. Not very complimentary, I'm afraid. That's rather true, I'm afraid. Then you have met me at a disadvantage. But perhaps that way you can lure me into overconfidence. Malcolm plays cards with you, Major. Subadar, Major, please. And that's right. And with Mr. Carstairs here. But between me and you, Mem Sahib, he's not very good at it. You must find him a new hobby. I'll bear that in mind. The Major harumphs under his mustache. What's in America for you, Major? My old friend Pitts. We fought together in Egypt 20 years ago. He's only got one eye. I'm afraid he's quite a monster. Sounds fun. It'll be alright, I'm sure. What about you? What takes you across the ocean? Change of scenery. That's all. England can be so drab. And I wish you every success, Mem Sahib. They say the wide open spaces of America are truly wide. Sounds wonderful. Bit of space never hurt anyone. Very good, then. Yes, ma'am. I was hoping to catch you, Mrs. Villancy. Are you looking for your diamond by any chance? Found it on the upper deck this morning. Showed it to the Major here, and he jolly well diagnosed it. Diamond, highest caliber. Look. Who's the woman in your cabin? Oh, that's kind of... I'm sorry? Just right out there. You have to stow away. I don't think anybody else knows. But I do. I say, Major, would you mind stepping out and getting me a brandy? Intoxicants will cloud your judgment, my friend. But it will help me to beat you, so I will be happy to oblige. Major steps out and Mr. Carstairs wheels around on me. Mrs. Villancy, please. Stop now. Don't go any further. Now, why would I? Please understand me, Mrs. Villancy. If you can't be quiet, keep quiet. I will be forced to kill you. Give me back my earring. Your earring? Certainly. Here. I have less to lose than you might think. Just then, the door opens. Carstairs, here's your foul poison. You look like you need it. Young lady, I must say, you must have to play quite a hand to leave Mr. Carstairs looking like that. Is that the time? Mr. Villancy is late. I'll ask the porter if anyone's seen him. The Major goes out. A few minutes later, he returns, looking very grave indeed. Please, Mrs. Villancy? Mr. Carstairs? Please follow me to the restaurant. I'm assembling everyone for first class. What's the problem? Please. After you. Uh-oh. Thank you all for coming. Commander, still no sign of the steward? Anders turns to me with heavy eyes. Found his body, Major, under Mrs. Villancy's bed, bludgeoned to death. Malcolm must have killed him. That seems unlikely. I also have a reason to believe Mr. Villancy is no longer aboard the ship. Mrs. Villancy, there really is no alternative but to accuse you of not one, but two audacious murders. Should I tell them you were in on it, Anders? Take you down with me? She's lost her mind. Mrs. Villancy, please come with me. The commander drags me by the arm out of the restaurant. Should look in Carstairs' cabin. You want to see what a true criminal is like? Enough, Veronica. Stop. Just come with me. Uh-oh. You better stay in your cabin until we dock. Well, that didn't work very well, did it? Sing Sing Correctional Facility. Mrs. Villancy have been arrested. Miss Amersham now. It says Mrs. Villancy on the form. Welcome to America, Mrs. Villancy. Enjoy your stay. Land of the free, right? Freedom comes with consequences, miss. That's what my mom taught me. In you go now. Oops. In the slammer, socialite Veronica Villancy was dramatically arrested for the murder of her husband at the SS Hook put in the harbor in Brooklyn. Mrs. Villancy will be a guest of the Sing Sing Correctional Facility, somewhat less comfort than the widow of a British aristocrat might be accustomed to. Pictured, Subedar Major Sarbjeet Singh, retired, who solved the crime. Oh my god. What was that red key? What red key? Good morning, Mrs. and Miss. Can't even talk. Use this button to autoplay using previous choices. Choices in green are ones you took before. Who's there? Steward, ma'am. What do you want? Captain says we pull in the Liberty Island at 4 p.m. And breakfast is still being served, ma'am. Thank you. Very good, ma'am. Alright, Veronica. 8 hours, then you're free. But there isn't a second to waste. Let's go to breakfast this time. We will not kill the poor steward this time. I make my way to the restaurant. Rewind to the beginning of the scene. Like it's a perfectly normal morning. Lady Honoria Armstrong clips past on her way out. Ah, Veronica dear, are you quite well? You look awful. Oh, do I? Simply dreadful. Too many late nights, I suppose. And how is that charming husband of yours this morning? He's sleeping in. Is he now? My goodness, whatever did you do to him? Lots of late nights. Now, stop. You'll even make me blush. Oh, by the way, dear, one lady to another. You know you've only got one earring on? On the left there, dear. Malcolm will be furious. You lost the other one? Oh, he's going to be livid. You poor dear. Toodles. With that, she strides away. I take out the other earring and slip it into my pocket. I go on into the restaurant. The restaurant is about half full. Clarissa Turpentine is a 20-something from Connecticut, or some such place, with moon eyes, traveling alone. Malcolm found her riveting. I find her to be a wet cloth and a bucket of milk. Good morning, Miss Clarissa. May I join you? Oh my god. You're a ghoul, aren't you? Excuse me? I know what you did to him. What are you talking about? Don't tell me you don't know. Have you seen my husband, Clarissa? Have I? Just then, First Officer Andrews slides over to the table, all smiles. Ladies, Miss Turpentine, are you quite well? No, I'm not. And it's her fault. She runs, weeping, from the room. Now what's wrong with the young lady, I wonder? She's so young. Flighty and emotional. You were never like that, of course, Mrs. Villancy. I'll never tell. A lady's secrets are her own. Good day to you, Mrs. Villancy. Veronica, please. Good day to you, Mrs. Veronica. You must come up and see me on the bridge later. Tremendous view from up there, you know. See all sorts of things. Good day. First officer replaces his hat on his head and strides manfully away. Ah, finish my breakfast in silence. Let's go back up to the upper deck. I make my way to the upper deck, but not quickly enough. My earring? No, it's not here. Ah, Mrs. Villancy. It's Mr. Carstairs, the young Englishman. Damn fine day, what? Good morning, Mr. Carstairs. Are you up here looking for your diamond by any chance? I found it lying here on deck like a bally fish just now. Lucky thing I did, too. Might have flopped back into the sea. Look! I'm afraid I only found this one, though. That's not my earring. Really? I mean, it looks like your earring. I was admiring them only last night, do you remember? Mere coincidence. It must belong to someone else. Golly, really? That's quite some coincidence. What, with these being bespoke designs? Made by your husband's late uncle? Oh well, I'll show it to Major Singh. He's an expert on this kind of thing. What a good idea. I'll let you know what he says. Shall we take a turn around the deck? Let's. Will there be another war? Has to be. A man in Germany can't be allowed to carry on. Just can't be allowed. I just don't know how long we have to wait before we do something. My husband rather likes that man. And your husband is a fool. And I'm afraid he'll either learn that quickly or slowly. But he'll find out either way. Where's your husband this morning, Mrs. Villancy? Why do you ask? Oh, it's not a big thing. There was a small matter I wanted to settle with him before we disembarked and say all our goodbyes. If I see him, actually, what matter? Minor matters. Please don't worry about it. I hope my husband has not misbehaved. I should be very stern if he has. Oh, I imagine you can be quite ferocious, ma'am. Deposit Mr. Carstairs at the top of the stairs a short while later. Good day to you, Mrs. Villancy. Now, don't panic, Veronica. There's nothing suspicious about an earring lost on deck. Standing by the rail as Lady H swans by. You enjoy your breakfast, my dear? You're looking much more fulsome. Thank you, yes. You can almost see Liberty from here. Perhaps you can, dear. My eyesight isn't so good anymore. I can barely make out two people from across the deck in the dark. People look the same in the dark. Oh, some people, I'm sure. But you do have a striking figure, my dear. I wanted to ask you something. Yes? What do you think of, what do you make of the commander? Lovely Anders? Quite a favorite of mine, but you know, dear, not all that glitters is gold, as they say. Oh my God! What does that mean? He's a very charming man. So very in command, don't you think? And so young for such a high rank. He must be very good at his job. He must be, yes. Whatever his job is, exactly. Our beloved commander, my dear, he has a secret. Tittle-tattle, surely. Oh, no. I like tittle-tattle, of course. But I really love secrets, and let me tell you, a good secret isn't in your hand until you can pick it up. Good day. What? Let's go talk to Anders, since we didn't really get a chance to last time. To reach the bridge, oh yeah, we did see that. The masterful Commander Anders is at the wheel. On a hook inside the bridge is a key of the private fob. Oh, that key. Wave to Anders. Commander! Mrs. Villancy? Come in. The bridge isn't empty. There are a few duty officers about. And how are you faring this morning, Mrs. Villancy? The view from here is very nice. Let me get a drink really quick. Mouth is drying. As good as you said. Yes, indeed. The upper deck seems a long way down, doesn't it? No one there now, of course. Do you know, I was on watch here last night? Oh, yes? That's right. We had a quiet night. Light breeze, no fog, relatively good visibility. You saw something on the upper deck? Very clearly. You and your husband like to take the air at night. But did you know you're not the only ones who do that? Lady Armstrong also takes a stroll about that time. Does she? She does. Now, Mrs. Villancy, I should perhaps return to my duties. I'm told you have a secret, Commander. My good looks and charm are no secret, Mrs. Villancy. I'm quite taken with both those things. It's true. Well, it's very nice to hear indeed. Very nice. Can I trust you, Anders? My advice, Mrs. Valency? Look after yourself. That way, people will stick by you. What's that key? The one with the red tag? That's my pass key. Why? So you can go anywhere you like? Of course. Could you even come into my cabin? Do you think? Mrs. Valency. I usually do my rounds between 11 and 12. At about past, I could be near your cabin. Perhaps you might be in? Bring your hat. I like your hat. Of course, ma'am. Till 11:30 then. Hello, Ohio. Good day, Mrs. Valency. How are you doing? I'll lose myself for a while in the endless rolling sea. America's so close, I can almost taste it. That's okay. Lurking is always welcome. Every kind of person along every religion, every age, every walk of life. Sounds like heaven on earth. Sounds like heaven itself put down on earth. Shake myself away from the endless view. Made my way back down the ladder. We need to go to our cabin. I opened the door to find Anders waiting for me. I thought you weren't coming. I let myself in. He gestures to a red-tagged key lying on the desk. I push the door too. We don't want to be disturbed. I wanted to ask you something. Anything. Did you always want to be at sea? My whole life. I don't like the idea of being changed down. Out here, I can be anyone I choose. Should I be scared? A little. Should I? Of me? Oh, please believe me. I know what you're capable of. Kiss. Really? Let me show you. Anders tosses me onto the bed and starts to undo my buttons. He's quiet but attentive, like his mind is on other things. And I don't care much about this mind. He steers me like a ship in close waters, and I go exactly where he tells me to. Then he puts his hat back on. Ma'am? Commander Anders took the helm. Wait. Don't just go. I want to talk to you. Yes? You do this often? Never. He gets to his feet and heads into the bathroom to wash his face. His passkey's still on the desk by the awful dolphin. I would get up, but the fact is I can't move. I've been pinned like a butterfly to a board. I can hear the water running in the bathroom. Excuse me? It's no substitute, of course, but I sink happily into a pillow's embrace. You mean I can't get up? Alright, now I'm ready. Okay, I thought I was literally pinned. From the sound, I think Anders is brushing his teeth with Malcolm's toothbrush. I peer around the doorway. Anders looks just great with his back to me as well. I hop quickly out of bed and pick up the red pass key with the red tag. Read the tag. Strictly for ship's crew only. Anders is singing an old song in his deep, manly voice. Shove the passkey under my pillow. Anders returns. You look perfect, dear. Good show. He looks for his key, frowns, takes the key from under the pillow. Trying to keep me a little longer, were you? Slips the key into his breast pocket. Salutes, and out he goes. How naughty, though. How naughty. Alright, Veronica. Time to get up. Catch a glimpse of my reflection in the mirror as I slip into the bathroom and look quickly away. A little flush, dear. There's a bottle of tablets by the little sink. Sleeping tablets. Strong ones. Veronica's little helpers. It's a wonder I woke up at all. For the treatment of severe insomnia as a result of mental distress. Side effect: drowsiness, short-term memory loss, irritability, aggressive outbursts, increased libido. You're a full house, Veronica. Or rather, a royal flush. Got a strong bottle of sleeping pills. It's a cast iron paperweight in the shape of a dolphin on the desk. This thing was staring at me the whole time. God knows, but I hate dolphins. Beautifully made, but completely inaccurate. Dolphins have lots more teeth. Like little daggers. I lie back and listen to the sound of the waves through the porthole. Put your face back in again, Veronica. Or on again, not in again. Clarissa, you're in there? Go away. You're going to want to talk to me. Are you threatening me? You witch. I never want to see you again. I know what you did to him. I know. Are you talking about Malcolm? You never loved him. Not like I did. He was my husband, not yours. Was. So you do know. Malcolm isn't dead, Clarissa. If that's what you're thinking. He is. I know he is. And with him dies every star in the sky. I can't talk like this. Open the damned door. I'd rather stick a knife in my heart than talk to you. Can't you understand that? You want to talk to me, don't you? That's why you keep talking to me. No. Go away. Leave me alone, you monster! You harpy! She collapses into a flood of tears again, enough to spoil her bedsheets. How can she know? How much did she see? Clarissa? Go away! Meet me on the upper deck. Why? Do it for Malcolm. Trust me. I hate you. I quickly duck down behind a potted plant. A few minutes pass by, and Clarissa steps out and hurries up the passageway. Locked. The door is locked. Well, let's see if she'll talk to us. I go back to the upper rail, and there she is. Well, you wanted to talk to me? Out with it. I can see you're upset. You need to try and get some more sleep and try to calm down. Don't patronize me. I saw him fall, Veronica. Last night. It was horrible. I was in my bunk just writing something, and I looked up, and he shot past the porthole in front of me. You're sure it was him? I wasn't sure. Until I saw your face this morning. Is that your porthole down there? Was this where he was standing? Maybe. I'm not sure. She leans out to sea. I glance up towards the bridge. I think I can see Anders at the wheel. Is it your cabin? Maybe. I'm not sure. I don't think it is. It has to be. I saw him. I did see him. He was alive this morning. He went for a walk before breakfast and never came back. And how is that possible? You two are in love. You were thinking of him. Maybe you're right. I was so sure. But I couldn't have seen him. You're right. Wait, I see dolphins. What? Where? Down there? She leans out over the side to see. I glance up towards the bridge. Oh my god, I do not want to push this woman off. No, they've gone. You miss them. Just stop talking to me. Please. And with that, Clarissa runs away, sobbing out her little heart. Lean out over the rail and stare down into the waters below. You're long gone now, Malcolm. I'm not missing you yet. From somewhere below, I can hear Clarissa sobbing. What do I do with the ship's bell? Ship's bell hangs by the bridge. It sounded when someone goes overboard. If I ring this, then everyone will know Malcolm's gone. So I'd better have my story straight. Let's ask for advice again. Hear me, father, yada yada. Hoping to avoid the slammer this time, are you? I know I've not always been pious. Not always been. And I have not always been a small antelope called Millicent. Let's get to the point, lady. Do you hate me? No, I love you. It's like chewing on nettles. There it is. Now what do you want? How do I get a pass key? I absolutely hate to think what you would do with a pass key. You know what I would do. I do. I don't like thinking about it, though. So, how do I get the key? Anders likes you. Probably would let his guard down around you. Kept him busy enough. Anything else? Since you're here for once. Which god are you? Stop. Oh, we already asked that last time. Get your nose out of there. There you are. I need in the restaurant, now. Walk me there? Certainly, madame. Let me take your arm. Thank you all for coming. I apologize for gathering you here. It was most unusual. But I believe something unusual has indeed occurred. Mrs. Villancy? Malcolm Villancy isn't with you? Tell them, Veronica. He was with me this morning. Liar. He told me he disappeared last night. What? No, I didn't. I thought I specifically said... Oh my god. The maid saw. I saw this for myself also. Perhaps he might have slept on the chase instead. But Mr. Villancy, he did not. He was with me all night. I don't care what you think. Or what I said. So, the point is, something has become of Mr. Villancy. So what has happened? I'll tell you what happened. I saw him fall into the sea. Last night. He fell past my window as I looked out. I know you don't want to believe it, Veronica. But that's what I saw. He reached out to me like a ghost. Something on your conscience? Isn't there something on yours? You know, of course one doesn't like to gossip. But Malcolm Villancy was on the upper deck last night. And he wasn't alone. Clarissa was with him, was she? It must have been Clarissa. Taking a moonlit stroll with my husband. Sorry, Mrs. Villancy, but I just found your earring there this morning. You said it wasn't yours, but I'm quite sure it was. You lied about it, in fact. Wait, there's more. As I went below, there was a splash. What kind of splash? A heavy splash. I thought it was something falling off the boat until all of this. Mrs. Villancy, you lied about not visiting the upper deck. You lied about your husband's whereabouts this morning. You explain yourself? You'll never prove anything. There's no evidence. No one really saw anything. True enough. You're free to go, ma'am. He can't stop you. I must advise the captain that Malcolm Villancy committed suicide last night. Stop! Aren't you forgetting something? I don't think so, no. Not you, Major. Him. Me, Lady Armstrong. Anders will vouch for me. Won't you, Commander? Commander? Well, Subedar Major, I've been intending to discuss the matter discreetly with the captain himself. But since you forced me into speaking publicly... It was dark on deck, surely. Can't have seen anything. The moon was quite bright, ma'am. Quite bright enough to see the upper deck. Saw Mrs. Villancy on deck last night. And I saw something fall off the ship. I knew it. I have a nose for these things. Anders, how could you? I could ask you the same thing. My God. You really killed him? And I'd do it again. Oh my God, you really killed him. I know deep down, but I still don't believe it. Mrs. Villancy, the coincidences, they are too much. I have no choice but to treat this as a murder. Mrs. Villancy, please come with me. Commander drags me by my arm out of the restaurant. Take pity on me. Murderers don't receive much pity, ma'am. Just come with me. You better stay in your cabin until we dock. LOL. No! We're not very good at this, huh? $10,000 diamond earring placed in Mrs. Valency at the scene. Fucking noise. I'm not very good at this, huh? Come in. Thank you, ma'am. Captain says we put into Liberty Island at 4 p.m. Your husband is up already, is he? I don't know. I beg your pardon, ma'am? Have you seen him? Please. I don't think he came in last night. I have not seen him, ma'am. If I do, I will tell him it is time for breakfast. Alright, Veronica. 8 hours? Then you're free. Let's take the tablets again. One of my earrings. It's missing. One of my diamond earrings. Shit, shit, shit. Can we do anything with the bed? Oh, let's scrumple the sheets. And Mabel will know no one slept here unless... Ah. There, that's better. I wonder if that... Oh my god, he's already here. This motherfucker. I make my way to the upper deck. Incredible view. Oh, he looks. I'm scouring the deck. Nothing. Do you think so? Just a bally lot of old water, if you ask me. Are you up here looking for your diamond by any chance? Goodness, you're right. Hadn't realized it was missing. You should be more careful, old fruit. Malcolm would have been furious. You're so right. You call me old fruit. I wonder how it got here. You came up on deck after me. Quite a mystery, don't you think? Shall we take a turn around the deck? Another time, perhaps. Right-ho. Good day to you, Mrs. Valency. No time to waste. Maybe we can get to the earrings this time? Not the earrings, get his key. Better for seeing you. Mrs. Valency. I usually do my rounds between 11 and 12. I'll see you there. You been up here before? Never, I think. View is quite impressive. Yes, indeed. Okay, we've seen this dialogue. Carstairs taking a stroll. He's a ferocious card player. I was on watch here last night. What did you see? Mr. Anders, my friend. I feel like I've known you a long time. Old souls, Mrs. Valency. That must be it. Must be. Now, Mrs. Valency, I should perhaps return to my duties. Till 11:30, then. Good day, Mrs. Valency. This is its daybreak, just familiar chill of excitement in the air, but a new life is shaped by the conditions of its birth, like the stars above the crib of a newborn. I must have money when I land. Money, freedom, and influence. I didn't see what the last one was. Ah, Veronica, dear, are you quite well? God, she said I look awful again. So do you. Well, really? Oh, look. Up there, on the bridge. Isn't that the commander? Do you mean Anders? Oh, you are playing it cool, aren't you? You rather like him, don't you, dear? Just your sort. He's a fine man. Is he now? How well do you really know him, I wonder? She pulls a string of rosary beads from her pockets as she strides away. The earrings spin and glitter in the sunlight as they fall. Good riddance. Okay, now let's go back to our room. Wow. Fall into my chase, exhausted. The maid has been in and made the bed. I lie back, lying in wait, like a tigress in the long grass. There's a knock at the door. Mrs. Villancy? Well now, see you're waiting for me. Close the door. Of course. You wanted to see me? Here I am. Magnificent, ma'am. And, may I ask, did you want to see me? Kiss me, Anders. Yes, ma'am. Yes, we saw this. Don't need to hear that noise again. I'll see you again, I hope. You can hear the water running in the bathroom. Run for it. Quick as I can, I start pulling on my clothes, but I'm nothing like fast enough. Going somewhere? We could go for a stroll on deck? Not right now. I have another lady to take care of. The boat. Plucks the tag key from my hand, salutes. No. Oh, goodness me. Malcolm, you have no idea. Alright, Veronica. Time to get up. Is he up here? Give me your key. The red key is no longer on the hook inside of the bridge. I can see the rail clearly. See Carstairs, hands in his pockets, strolling the deck. I need some advice. What is it this time? Forgive me? Not a chance. Go take a hike. I'm tired of you. I grab the money from the bolt and stuff it in my pocket. Good grief. Hurry out of the chapel. The restaurant is empty. Forgive me, ma'am. Still no sign of your husband, ma'am? Has he gone in the smoking room, perhaps? I'll try there. He has been playing cards with Mr. Carstairs quite a lot, I believe. I'm not sure where he is. Has he gone for a walk? Not seen him, ma'am. I nibble a chocolate bourbon, taking care not to get crumbs on my dress. Cheese cone looks stale and dry. Smoking room is a stuffy place tucked into the back of the boat. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Please, I need your help. Oh, yes? I'm not seeing my husband this morning. Is that so? And we'll be arriving soon. There's only one way off the boat, Mem Sahib. I'm sure your husband will turn up. No, your husband, of course. Yes, ma'am. Chairs in the smoking room are soft, worn leather. You can sink right in and not be seen. Are you two going to play? Do you fancy it? Not today. Still washed out from last time. A game of cards, Mr. Carstairs? Yes. We play for real money here, I'm afraid, Mrs. V. £20 for the ante. £50 for every face-down card. I can play a few rounds. Got £250. Splendid. Game is Pontoon, 21. Do you know it? Teach me. Get 2 cards and add up the values. Face cards are 10, ace is 1 or 11. Closest to 21 wins, but if you go over, you fold. Aces are 1 or 11? That's right. The best hand is ace and a face card. That's a pontoon, and it plays double. There's a draw, dealer wins. You can get new cards face up for free, or face down by increasing your stake. Oh, and you can burn 13 for a stake. I'll deal. I throw 2 10-pound notes on the table. Carstairs gathers up all the cards and shuffles them carelessly before dealing the first 2 cards. The lady receives a 6 in diamonds. And the dealer gets a king of hearts. You can fold or make a bet to stay in. I raise £50. The pot is £70. Hands out a second card, face down. Take a look and don't let me see. 5 of spades, give me 11. One more blind for me, too. 5 for 50. 120 in the pot. A 5 in diamonds, making 16. Let's stick on 16. 13. Too high. I collect up the money from the table. Now I've got £370. Have either of you spoken to Lady H this fine morning? I have. Did she tell you her theory? Theory? What kind of theory? Lady Armstrong told me that this morning she's quite certain, quite convinced in fact, that the boat is sinking. Her head must be spinning. Huh. Perhaps that is it. But my advice? Keep an eye on the horizon. Check that it is still horizontal. Carstairs has been squaring up the deck. Another hand, Mrs. Villancy? My husband likes this game, does he? No, I'm fairly sure he hates it, actually. I think he's simply stubborn. Perhaps later. Is that the time? Mr. Villancy is late. I'll ask the porter if anyone's seen him. The major goes out. A few minutes later, he returns, looking very grave indeed. Sounds intriguing. I fear it will be, yes. I hope, however, it will prove pointless. After you. Thank you all for coming. I apologize for gathering you all here. It was most unusual. Where exactly is your husband? I knew it. He's missing since last night. I'm worried sick. It is true, I think. The bed in the Villancy's cabin, it has not been slept in. I saw it. That's because he's dead. Dead because of her. I saw him fall into the sea. Last night, he fell past my window as I looked out. Why didn't you tell anyone? Why didn't you tell me? Because I loved him. I don't know if you can understand that. There, I said it. Excuse me. I saw Mrs. Villancy on deck with her husband last night. We took a stroll last night to see the stars. Then Malcolm stayed out, and I went to bed. And that's when you dropped your earring? I'm glad you got it back. Yes, 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 but listen, won't you? As I went below, there was a splash. A splash now. We're on a boat. This is ludicrous. I thought it was something falling off the boat until all of this. The fact is, Mr. Villancy is missing. The evidence we have is all circumstantial. Nothing to justify a firing squad, as my old field marshal used to say. Maybe Mrs. Villancy was up on deck and lied about it? Does that mean she pushed their husband into the sea? I'm innocent. I didn't do anything. So, what happened? He must have jumped. A rich, newlywed man in his prime? Just threw himself into the sea? Our marriage was loveless. He threw himself overboard rather than face the future. He left me alone. So why did you lie to us all? Why? Why? I didn't want to believe he was gone. He can't be gone. We were going to America to begin again, to start a new life. Together. What am I gonna do now? So a man goes for a moonlit stroll with his lovely young wife, then packs her off to bed, and hurls himself into the sea? I must be getting old, because I don't believe a word of it. I should have killed you too. So, will you clap me in irons? Hardly. You're free to go, ma'am. Can't stop you. I must advise the captain that Malcolm Villancy committed suicide last night. Stop! God damn it, this old lady again. Aren't you forgetting something? I don't think so, no. Not you, Major. Him. Me, Lady Armstrong. The commander saw nothing. Otherwise, he would have said something. Wouldn't you, Commander? Commander? Well, I saw something fall overboard from my posts on the bridge, but that's all I really saw. I didn't get a good look. It was at the time, I thought at the time it was a suitcase or a crate of some kind. It must have been Malcolm Villancy. Anders shoots me a little smile. The upper deck was empty. Suicide, then. My sympathies for your loss, Mrs. Villancy. Allow me to walk me to your cabin, Mrs. Villancy. To your cabin. Thank you, Commander. This way, please. Did we make it? Bar the Hotel Partington. You got out of it. I escaped with a nice commander on my arm. I didn't think you'd get out of it. Darling, you lied for me. You said the deck was empty. I was so kind. My pleasure. Only next time, please remember, suicide doesn't pay out life insurance. So we're just gonna have to try the whole thing again. You're kidding. It's always in the fine print. Isn't it just? To your next role, my dear. Dang it. Starlet Veronica Villancy was widowed at sea when husband Malcolm threw himself overboard. Police are linking the death to a series of gambling debts accrued by Mr. Villancy. Mrs. Villancy is left penniless in America, but has already been seen in the company of a new man, Commander Anders of the British Navy. Watch out, sir. There might be storms ahead. Pictured, Mrs. Villancy's father was lost on a dolphin hunting expedition near Norway. A little shortchanged. We got our freedom, but we didn't get the life insurance. Sharks in the water. Businessman Malcolm Villancy is said to be in hot water as debtors begin to circle. Mr. Villancy is rumored to have lost thousands in a string of poor investments, and donations to Mosley's fascists haven't helped. And then there was a curious fire that destroyed the estate that insurers would not pay. Look out, Mr. Villancy. Your wife didn't marry you for your looks. Close friends say wife Veronica is absolutely kettle-steaming furious. Okay, I am going to keep playing, but I'm going to take my stretch break, so I will be back. Oh, sorry. I'm back.
We stood together at the rail, Malcolm and I. I told him I could see dolphins playing in the wake of the boat. He leant over to see them. So I grabbed him by the belt. And I threw him overboard.
Let's see. Now this guy is up here. What's this? My earring. I must have dropped it last night. Someone might have found that. New York is in sight. Or if they realize he's gone before we land. Ah, Mrs. Villancy. It's Mr. Carstairs, young Englishman. Damn fine day, what? So bracing up here. Staying in this spot brings me to life. I know exactly how you bally well feel. It's tonic, pure and simple. Have you seen my husband? No, gone for a stroll, has he? I haven't seen him since last night. How curious. Perhaps he's at breakfast? Sure you'll bump into him soon enough. Can't get far in a tug like this, eh? Lovely to see you as always. Sheets scrumpled. I'll remove my earrings and put them safely in my pocket. Let's see. Maybe I can get the key this time. I'm a bit dizzy, to be honest. Yes, indeed. Upper deck seems a long way down, doesn't it? See? There's Lady H at the rail. Sniffing at a hip flask, I'd say. She usually goes to drink in the restaurant after lunch. Do you know, I was on watch here last night. I didn't know that. No reason you should have. You saw something on the upper deck? Very clearly. You and your husband like to take the air at night. Yes. Was she alone? Deck was well attended last night, as I recall. A few key characters on our little stage. What's that key? Can I borrow it? No, Mrs. Villancy. It's more than my job is worth to give that to a passenger, even one as charming as you. Not even for me? Not even for you. I don't take no for an answer, Mr. Anders. Which pocket was it now? This one? Not that one. It's Villancy. But there's something in here. Well, yes, there is. A bit too big to be a key. It'd be kind of squeezed to fit this in a lock. Please, Mrs. Villancy. Trying to steer a boat. I'll take very good care of it. I promise. It'll be quite safe in my hands. Please stop tugging at it, Mrs. Villancy. It's attached. The key, I mean. I can be very persuasive, you know. So I can tell. Thank you, Anders. You're quite formidable. I enjoyed it, too. Mrs. Villancy. I'll see you there. Well... I want to get his, book. No, that's not what I wanted. Angry, violent, unfair, teach the game, stole my playing cards, father's favorite. Okay, we gotta get back to our cabin too. One thing at a time. I wanted to ask you something. Anything. Do you like your hat? I never see you without it. Commander is only as good as his hat. You must be very, very good. I'm excellent. Nah, you better kiss me now. Is he gonna take the key back? Get out of the bed. No. Ah. Wait. We can rewind. Now you can get out. What? You heard me. Very well. I'll take my hat with me. Well, now we don't have him on our side, but... Why can I... Okay, I guess... I'm in. She jumps to her feet and begins shoving papers from her desk into a drawer. My God, what are you doing? Get out, you monster! Get out! What are those papers you're hiding? Hello, Pan. None of your business. Get out! I just want to... We were happily married until he met you. You took him from me. Ha! Is that what you think? He hated you. He always hated you. He could barely say your name without choking. Now get out! She shoves me with surprising force out the door. Desk is started with handwritten sheets. Carissa's written awful poetry for my husband. Oh dear lord. Grandpa finally had your Home Depot visit. Hell yeah. So far, 2 times we've been arrested. The 3rd time we were free, but we didn't get any money, and this is our 4th attempt. It's going. This one. What shall I do with the drunken sailor? Tear off his clothes and make work for his tailor, and the inks run from a teardrop. Her nightstand holds a glass of water, a book, and an eye mask. Let's tear my name from the label and leave these here. What are you reading, Clarissa? Oh, The Greater Britain by Oswald Mosley. One of Malcolm's nasty little books. Small thoughts for small minds. You know why the black search wear black shirts, Malcolm? Because Nanny didn't teach them to wash their clothes. Be quite happy not to see any of them miserable volumes again. I guess we could drop an earring, but we already put the sleeping keys in her room. Not the sleeping keys, the sleeping pills. Is she in here? Last time she was asleep. I want to get the picture out of this book. Trying to have enough time to do everything. The desk is tidy. There's an appointments diary out. There are tickets and a book about New York. Oh, no, that's not what I want to do. I'm going through this quickly. You? What are you doing here? Are you alright? Peachy, now stand aside. She catches herself against the doorframe as she steps inside. That sea's a little rough, isn't it? It's horrendous. I hate the sea. It's like a petulant little child. Goodbye. Can definitely hear someone moving around inside the cabin. Hello? No answer. Seems the bolt inside is drawn. Nothing. A bolt drawn back inside. Who's there? The woman inside the cabin gasps. The bolt rams back. Okay, now we should be able to get inside of here. I do need the photograph again, though. Alright. Shove the door open. There's a thud as someone falls backwards across the cabin floor. It's a woman, my age, with a mousy brown plate. She's holding a cricket bat, but she seems to think it's a club. Ah! Verschwind! Verschwind! Get weg! Hold up my hands. I'm a friend, alright? I'm a friend. I won't do my bad German pronunciation. Carstairs is your friend? Bitte. Just tell me one thing. My god! I was hit in the face with a cricket bat. Brooklyn Harbor in my cabin. Ow. My head feels like it's been split open. There you are. Had a stroke of bad luck. You were walking along the corridors and cracked your noggin on a bulkhead. There was a woman. Carstairs' cabin. Was there? Well, good for him. But the shock of that can hardly have put a lump like that on your head. I'm afraid there's a rather more serious matters to consider. I'm just saying us everyone to meet in the restaurant to talk about Malcolm. Clarissa convinced them all that you pushed your husband overboard. Which, to be fair, you did. You didn't stick up for me? Not at the risk of my commission, no. Take my arm. We're getting you off this boat. The police have doctors. And they'll take a look at you. Well, that didn't work. I don't think much of your miserable little country. Well, hope you get used to it, ma'am. Rest in pepperoni. Socialite Veronica Villancy woke up from an afternoon nap in handcuffs, arrested by the Brooklyn police for the murder of her husband aboard the SS Hook. My god. It's fucking dead. Dead for the 5th time. Don't come in. Of course not, ma'am. Wouldn't dream of it. Captain says we're putting to Liberty Island at 4 p.m. and breakfast is still being served, ma'am. Go away now. Yes, ma'am. Right away, ma'am. Alright, Veronica. 8 hours? Then you're free. The first attempt was the worst because we accidentally immediately killed the steward. I didn't mean to. It said caution with the dolphin ornament. I didn't know what "cosh" meant. Dang ass British game. Theoretically, you could kill everyone. Lady H? No, thank you. Lady H, it's Veronica. The door opens reluctantly. Ah, Veronica, dear. You quite well? You look awful. Like you've been wrestling a bear. I'm quite well, I assure you. So glad. And how is that charming husband of yours this morning? He's not that charming. They never are once you marry them, you know. Men find it terribly tiring to be polite, I find. Are you married? I was. A long time ago now, of course. Poor sausage popped several years back. I was once the younger woman, you know. We missed you at breakfast, dear. Everyone was very worried. I wasn't feeling well. So I can see, dear. But you're doing better than some. What do you mean by that? Clarissa Turpentine was in an absolute floods of tears. She looked like a leaking cistern. Thought you might be able to talk some sense into her. You should go and see her. If you think you can help. Honestly, I think that girl needs a good seeing to. By a therapist, I mean. Toodles. With that, she slams her door shut. I need to get the key from him. And then I need to sleep with him or he gets grumpy. Again, I would read this if it was the first time, but you've already been through this dialogue. We have to do this again. No. Don't think about it too hard. My key now. Aren't I? Slip the passkey into my pocket with satisfaction. Till 11:30 then. Okay. Put my ear to the keyhole. Sobbing, sobbing, sobbing. Clarissa, you're in there? Go away! You don't want to talk to me. You threatening me, you witch. I know what you did to him. I know. Oh my god, what are you doing? Get out, you monster. Get out. I just want to talk to you. Get out, get out, get out. Clarissa, we need to talk. No, we don't. I just want to know what you saw. That's all. I saw him fall, alright? Fall? Right past this porthole. Like he wanted to say one last goodbye to me before... You had a dream. You know what I saw, Veronica. Now get out. She subs me with surprising force out of the way. Clarissa, meet me on the upper deck. Why? Do it for Malcolm. Sleeping pills and that. I'm gonna have time to talk to her and... Hold on. We gotta be running. Should I be scared? Definitely. Yes, yes, the fucking. I don't want to hear that noise anymore. Wait. Just go. I want to talk to you. Can't I keep you? Just a little longer? Damn, the ship. Very tempting, my dear. No, she's not there anymore. Cabin key. No incriminating notes. It's like they don't want anyone to steal it. But who would steal it? No, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh. Why did this open his room? Jonas, what a lovely name. Nervous, unsure of himself, Flimflam does not carry his rank. Flimflam. Miss Clarissa Turpentine. Wealthy, lacks grace, deeply stupid, prone to unhappiness, believes herself central. Some kind of character assassination book. Mr. Walter Wainwright. Nervous, shaky, makes umbrellas very badly. Cheats at bridge, left his wife. Anton Savory, second lieutenant, died in the attack on the Gurkha front. A good man. What do you make of him? Highly educated, self-confident, idiot, spiteful, ignorant, short-sighted, constantly humiliated by his wife. Not wrong. She's still in here. Give me advice, Chapel. Maybe just don't fall asleep this time. Obviously. Just treat him with the same grave disrespect you showed your husband. If you do that, however, off your conscience, no. Anything else? Are sleeping pills useful? Yes. For sleeping, obviously. But also, your contemporaries have some pretty fixed ideas about mental health. So strong sleeping pills look bad for whoever they land on. Honestly, you lot are so busy tarring each other, it's a wonder you don't stick together more. Good one. Can't do bad to me. What else? Don't hold back now. Are you sure you're God? Not the other guy? You should see the other guy. Well, you will, I suppose. Now get out of my sight. I don't think the earring is here anymore, since that one guy always picks it up. Unless we get here fast enough. anything else in here. I'm not sure where he is. Is he gone for a walk? To leave. She's still in here. She's asleep. Wait. Oh yeah, we took the pass key. Could smother her with the pillow, but you know. Maybe you should not do that. Just got a call on the speaking tube. Needed in the restaurant now. Wait a moment. I've got something I need to show you. I have something I think you need to see, Commander. I hold up one corner of the photograph. Anders recognizes it at once. Give me that. So you recognize it? Of course I do. You must know I do. How'd you get your hands on it? He Armstrong had it, but I don't know why. The good lady likes to collect things. She likes to collect people. What does this photograph mean? The photo is her way of owning me. I haven't looked at it. I don't know what it means. You know what it means, I think. The question is, what are you going to do with it? Take the photo, Anders. For a long moment, Anders stares at me. One hand on my arm, one on the photograph. You must have gone to some trouble to get this, and now you're just giving it to me? I trust you. That's what matters. Can I trust you? Give me that. Snatches the picture from my hand before I can change my mind. Then he smiles. He tears the photograph to tiny strips. He opens a small glass window, and the strips flutter away across the sea. How does it feel? Why, Mrs. Villancy, I could sound the horn, but she's got plenty more. I saw you, Veronica, last night on deck. So did she. And she doesn't let people go. We need to destroy her or we'll never be free. It's a good view from the bridge, isn't there? If you say you saw something, people will believe you. I understand. I'll say whatever you need me to say. The Major's called everyone together. This is perfect. Just keep your own neck out of the noose, alright? Smooch. You can call me Ambrose. I guess Commander Anders and I would do it again. He told me his real name. God, oh fuck. I don't know if this will work either. In the restaurant, Lady H, Carstairs, and the Major are gathered. Clarissa is standing apart, still sniffling. Anders walks me in and steps to one side. He's missing since last night. I'm worried sick. Because he's dead. Dead because of her. She told me this nonsense already. She says she saw him through a porthole in the dark. It's ludicrous. He reached out to me like a ghost. This is in very poor taste. You know, of course one doesn't like to gossip. But Malcolm Villancy was on the upper deck last night, and he wasn't alone. And did you see him fall? Nighttime is dark, my dear. Please, Lady Armstrong, spit it out. The lady wobbles again. She's clearly been drinking. Malcolm was over by the rail, smoking, and with him was one of our young women. Which one? Think now. This could be vital. Well, I'm afraid I really couldn't say. They have two very similar figures, our two women. Wouldn't you agree, gentlemen? Must have been Clarissa. Taking a moonlit stroll with my husband? I'm sorry, Mrs. Valency. And I found your earring there just this morning. It was my earring, yes, but I wasn't on deck last night. So, how do you explain it? I think Malcolm gave them to Clarissa. Has anyone looked in her cabin for the other one? I found an earring like that in my cabin. She must have gone in and dropped it. And I didn't go check on deck last night. I was in my cabin waiting for Malcolm, but he never came. So, who are we to believe? Wait, there's more. As I went below, there was a splash. Splash, you say? I thought it was something falling off the boat until all of this. I suddenly realized that Anders is trying hard not to smile. I was at my post last night. I had a good view across the upper deck. And there was no one else there. Only Malcolm Valency. And, as she told us herself, Lady Armstrong too. What? No! I said Malcolm was standing by the rail with a woman. Yes, he was. The woman was you. My God. Malcolm. How could you? Don't be silly. I haven't done anything to your rotten husband. Mrs. Valency was sitting on the rail above the water. Lady Armstrong came up to speak to him, then something fell. Malcolm! I saw him fall! You watch your tongue, boy. You know what I can do. I'm gonna pause real quick and say, hello, Leviathan. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, raiders. My name is Haley. My pronouns are she, they, and welcome to the channel. I usually play... What do I usually play? Platforms, RPGs, indie games. Right now we're playing an indie game called Overboard, in which we are the murderer, and we have to pin the murder on someone else. There's lots of different outcomes, so we've been playing for a bit. But this is probably a one-off game. But yeah, we're playing... Right now, on my channel, we're playing Morrowind, Skyrim, Dark Souls 3, Symphony of the Night, and Devil May Cry 3 all for the first time. So we've got quite the lineup going. Yeah, it's been really fun. But I'm going to go ahead and continue. This is the very end of our 5th attempt, I think. Hello, Doan, and hello, Vovik, and hello... There was someone else, but I can't scroll on chat. I'm the first officer aboard the ship, madame. You would do well to remember it. Subedar Major Sahib, this woman has been blackmailing me. But the truth is the truth. It must come out. This is nonsense. Why ever would I want to kill Mr. Valency? Perhaps he turned down your advances. Everyone knows you made them. Really? Lady Armstrong, if you'll follow me. Don't be absurd. This is absurd. I'm not going to listen to you. Oh boy, Five Nights at Freddy's. You're nothing but a jumped-up cabin boy. I think she's been drinking, Subedar Major. I think you had a right. Follow me, Lady Armstrong, please. I'll get you, Anders. I will! Lady Armstrong was arrested. She's gone. She's really gone. I guess it's a little bit like a visual novel. It's like a puzzle visual novel. And yeah, there's different choices you can make. You can start over the day at any time to make different choices, but depending on what you do, unlocks different areas, different people to talk to, etc. She's gone. She might not swing for murder, but there's plenty to keep them busy. I can hardly believe it. I've been ferrying that bloody woman back and forth across the Atlantic for simply years. You didn't just tip her over? People like you can shrug off suspicion. A bit of notoriety makes you more attractive. No one really wants to believe you killed someone. But someone like me? They look for a reason. Yeah, I was really intrigued by the idea, so I was excited to finally get a chance to play it. So, what now? I don't know. Wonderful feeling. Another drink? Keep them coming. I've earned a life insurance payoff. I'm still shaking. Yes, ma'am. All hands on deck. Oh, we got all three checked. It's all coming up roses. Dramatic scenes unfolded in Brooklyn Harbor today as Lady Honoria Armstrong, a British aristocrat, not cat, was arrested on accusations of murder and blackmail. She was brought to justice by the ship's commander, Jonas Anders, a decorated war hero, later seen on Mrs. Villancy's arm. Look out, New York, a high-class crime-fighting duo is born. Pictured. Police believe Lady Honoria Armstrong to be notorious blackmailer, the cat poisoner. Oh my god, I hate this lady now. Every cat is an aristocrat. Oh, I guess that was one of the good innings, because now we're getting the credits. So, I said at the beginning that I was kind of gonna play until we got a good inning, and just in case anyone who's watching wanted to play, I was not gonna try to get other endings, just so there'd still be, like, different stuff for people to play themselves. But we will watch the credits roll. A bit of a short stream. I might... Oh my god, sorry, this music is so loud. I said I was going to do 2 streams tomorrow to make up for the lost stream this week, but I think I will do that today. After my wife gets home from work, she's going to bring us Taco Bell for dinner, so I will probably go live around 9 or 10 p.m. EST with more Dark Souls 3. And then tomorrow we will be playing Skyrim, and then Sunday is going to be Devil May Cry 3. So yeah, we'll keep letting the credits roll. Rob Dog Lobster. Yeah, I've been playing, I started Devil May Cry 3 last week. It's certainly something. So even though we just saw one of the endings now, I would definitely recommend this game for yourself if you like indie puzzles. I'd assume there's several different endings you can get. Obviously, I got a few. Thomas Edison. I do like the music in this game too. Old-timey music. It's always fun. same. I looked on, obviously, how long to beat doesn't always have the most accurate, if there's not a lot of people who played it, and there was only one person who played this game and entered it, and it took them 4 hours, but I'm assuming 4 hours meant all the endings. So yeah, not too long, but definitely worth looking at. Always like to support indie games. Oh, I can scroll it myself. Okay, I'm heading back just because that music was super loud. Veronica Villancy, everyone's favorite West End performer, was spotted today attending Mass at St. Paul's here in London. Mrs. Villancy's devotion to the Lord is well known, and she is widely adored for her Christmas solo performances at the local orphanage. We could all take a leaf from this Heaven's Angels songbook. She's a perfect model of grace and virtue. Oh yeah, I would, excuse me, it just came out for Steam, or not Steam, Switch. It's on Steam. I think it's on several other platforms, but that is going to be it for today, and I will be back later with Dark Souls 3, and like always, I'll announce when I'm going live on Twitter, the Discord, etc. So, if you're going to be up, I will see you then. If not, I hope you have a nice night, and see you next time. Bye!